We are Andy, Melissa, Jack and Oliver. We've spent the last 4 years preparing to leave land life behind and set off sailing full time. We left our home port of Carnarvon in July, and since then we've sailed the entire coast of Wales, the entire way up the Bristol Channel and back, across to Lundy Island, and then down the north coast of Cornwall, around Land's End, and then around the Lizard, the most southerly point of the British mainland. We explored some of the most beautiful rivers and estuaries in the UK, including the Helford, Falmouth, Foy and Salcombe, and in last week's episode we arrived in Torquay. This week we're moving on again to head up to Portland to what we know is going to be an absolutely brilliant marina. But to do that we've got to navigate one of the most treacherous bits of water in the whole of the UK, Portland Bill. Just slipping the lines in Torquay as we're heading off this morning around Portland Bill. So the timing of the tide is better than last time. Yeah, we are free to go. We are leaving Torquay right now, heading off to Portland to go round Portland Bill.
On the south coast of England is a spit of land called Portland Bill, which has earned a fearsome name for good reason. Sailing around Portland Bill presents one of the most challenging passages along the southern coast of England.
So for those of you that don't know about Portland Bill, it's a tidal race and there's two options. You can go through the Insure passage, and we're told that you need to be close enough for somebody to be able to throw a biscuit onto your boat. And then there's an outer passage, or you can go offshore. If you get stuck between the two, then it's absolutely horrific.
The reason is that the powerful tides from the English Channel meet the shallow waters around Portland, creating chaotic, towering waves and turbulent conditions.
There's there's uneven seabed underneath, which makes big, huge, confused seas, and you have a 3-hour window to get through from the direction that we're coming from.
For centuries, this stretch of water has tested the skills and nerves of sailors. It's no joke and absolutely true to say that this area has sunk boats much larger than ours. The hazardous conditions at Portland Bill have claimed a number of vessels. Historically, many fishing boats and trading vessels failed to make it through the powerful currents, their crew caught off guard by the sudden intensifying conditions. The Earl of Abergavenny is one of the most famous wrecks off the coast, sinking in 1805 after striking the Shambles sandbank. Many smaller vessels have also been lost in these waters, their remains scattered along the seabed, a grim reminder of how perilous this route can be. Timing the passage around Portland Bill is absolutely critical. The key challenge lies in navigating the ferocious tidal race that forms off the headland. The tides can run at a speed of up to 10 knots, and if a vessel encounters these head-on, it can be pushed dangerously close to the rocks or even into the race itself, where control is almost impossible. The tidal streams change direction every 6 hours, and missing the right window can mean being caught in waves as high as 4 metres, making safe passage nearly impossible. So passage planning for this needs to be meticulous. The journey must be timed to coincide with slack water, the brief period the tide turns and the waters around the bill are at their calmest. Even then, conditions can change quickly with the wind direction, so it's crucial to have a sound understanding of both the local tides and the weather forecast. For those who get it right, the passage can be smooth, but for those who don't, it can become a life-threatening ordeal. Like you, we watched several sailing YouTube channels, and one channel who had a tricky time going through here is the Sailing Brothers. They're a hilarious pair who set off from Wales a few years ago and circumnavigate the UK and have now crossed the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Here is part of their episode where they got the nav around the bill a bit wrong, and I'd just like to say that we do have permission to use their clip.
It's 15:30 in the afternoon, 3:30 in the afternoon. We're approaching Portland Bill of Portland. This is our track so far, because we started in Swanage and going out here. We got the tide with us now. The plan was to go on the inside passage of Portland, right close to here, and stay out of the rough stuff. But it's not quite happening. There's a 5-knot tide going this way, and it's just pulling us this way. We're facing this way, and it's pulling us this way. So yeah, we misjudged it. We should have been further up here into the bay and then come down the edge, but it's a bit of a difficult part because of the tides, so we're going to be going through some rough stuff now.
I'm really scared. I don't know what to do, like.
So we got that completely and utterly wrong. We were heading for the inside passage of Portland Bill, and the wind dropped off to nothing, and then we just got dragged, 5-knot tide current, dragged out through the rough stuff.
So as you can see, we're very keen to get the plan right, and we're heading up north into the bay so we can come down the coast and round the tip, rather than getting pushed out like the Sailing Brothers did. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a mussel farm over there, and it looks like something out of War of the Worlds. We had an absolutely lovely week in Torquay. We actually took a bit of break from filming. We filmed a few odd jobs, but we didn't film out and about. We just enjoyed some family time and a bit of R&R. But now we're excited about heading on to Portland. A little apprehensive about going through Portland Bill. We've read some horror stories and watched some terrible videos. It's probably a bad idea. But providing you time it right, then it should be absolutely fine. Now Jack, the keen crew that he is, has become the watcher of the mizzen.
Watcher of the mizzen.
Yeah, he is now in charge of the mizzen. It's a small manageable sail for him to get up. He struggles to get the main up because it's big and heavy. That's what he's going to do now.
So we definitely don't want to get the timings wrong for Portland Bill. On a day like today, it is a mill pond, as you can see. It's completely windless, airless. Oh, there's a dolphin over there. Might get some dolphins today. But that's why we've kind of waited today. You can go out and take your chance with Portland Bill and do some interesting and exciting sailing around there if you want to, and I don't want to, especially with Oliver on board. So we've timed it, hopefully correctly. We will see. We might have got it wrong. Don't think we have, but we might have got it wrong. our mate Mike, who's with us, who you know, you've seen him loads of times, it's their boat that we're advertising, Mike is a diver. He's actually a dive instructor, and hopefully this winter, I've got some dive gear but I don't dive, so I'm going to be learning to dive with Mike this winter and getting some diving experience in. But he was just telling me about these two boys here in this little patch of land, this little patch of sea. There is a wreck here that sank a few years ago, and it's absolutely teeming with fish. They do a lot of diving around it. So there's two cardinal buoys here that mark the position of the wreck, and then you'll find that people come out here to fish and people come out here to dive. So he's going to try and get me some footage. Hopefully I can overlay some footage of when they've been diving on the wreck here, because he said when you go down there diving, it's just clouds and clouds of fish. Amazing. I've got to say, for me, I don't particularly want to get into deep diving and all that kind of super fandango gases and all of that thing. I just want to be able to dive enough to go under the boat, check if there's a problem, fix something if I need to, and maybe explore the anchorage a bit, check the anchor. I don't like the idea of going really deep. I think that I'd get claustrophobic and panicky. But Mike reckons when you get into it you get the bug, so who knows when I experience it. But for now I'm just happy to just do a bit of diving and be able to competently use the equipment. So that's what I'm hoping to do this winter, along with some sailing, winter sailing of course. I'm just going to show you on the screen of the iPad here why the timing is important. Well, you've seen why the timing is important, but at the moment I'll show you that the tide is going round the bill the wrong direction. So here, look, you can see on the screen all these blue arrows. You can see that the tidal flow is coming down this way and round and up. Can you see that? It's coming round. We're coming from this direction. We're about halfway across the bay, and we're going to go to that waypoint there and then time it so that the water is coming down and round this way, not down and round that way. Because what happens, the tidal race is just here off the bill, and if you come straight in to the nose of the bill here, as the tide is flowing out southwards very quickly, it pushes you out into the race. So we're going to come in here a little bit north, come round the bill, but we're going to time it so that the tidal flow is that direction, going sort of anti-clockwise around the bottom of the bill, not clockwise around the bottom of the bill. So we are just approaching Portland Bill. It's right dead on the nose now, as you'll be able to see. We're hoping to actually do a live stream on YouTube as we go around. Depends if the technology works, if the signal from the Starlink is good, and all being well, we'll live stream this. But for those of you that didn't see the live stream, this is the video for you to watch. And hopefully, as I say, we've got the timing right. Time will tell whether we've messed it up or got it correct.
I think we're currently getting pushed through at pushed towards it at about 9 knots, which is quite scary with how close you've got to be to the shore.
So there you go. It was an absolute pussycat. We came through the inner passage, really close up to the lighthouse and the headland, which is now just behind us. There was a little bit of tiny little bit of chop, but genuinely nothing to be alarmed about at all. If you get the timing right and your approach is good and the weather's good and the daylight's good, it's completely fine, totally fine, nothing to be worried about whatsoever. So our next thing then is just to make our way up the other side of the coast and into Portland Marina. As we're making our way up towards Portland Marina now, let's talk a bit about what's coming up. First of all, for transparency, we want to mention that Boatfolk have kindly offered us a free stay in their marina, and even more exciting, a free lift out. This is a great chance for us to get under the boat and check out the fiberglassing work that I did earlier this year, along with sorting out a few other maintenance issues that have shown up over the past few weeks. We've already had some great experiences with Boatfolk, especially during our stay at Penarth Marina, as we showed in a previous episode. Penarth was such a fantastic base, great facilities, amazing staff, and the kind of hospitality that makes you feel so welcome. So we're really looking forward to seeing what Portland Marina has to offer. Now, Portland itself is a fascinating spot. We're sailing into one of the most unique natural harbours in the UK, surrounded by the Isle of Portland, which is a spit of land jutting out from the English Channel. The bay we're heading into was actually formed with a massive breakwater, originally built in the 1800s for naval use. This area has a rich military history with a big connection to the Royal Navy, especially during both World Wars, where it was a key anchorage for naval vessels. The protection offered by the bay made it an ideal location for safe harbouring. For us, this lift out at Portland Marina comes at the perfect time. Over the past few weeks, a few things have cropped up on the boat that we'd really like to address, and getting her out of the water gives us the chance to do just that. So once we've settled in, we'll take you through the process, show you the marina, and of course get to work on some of those maintenance jobs.
So today we're heading into Boatfolk's Portland Marina, which we're quite excited about. We're quite excited about visiting another Boatfolk Marina because we had a great time at Penarth. You've got a lot to live up to, Portland. Penarth was great. And after spending a couple of weeks in Torquay, I'm quite excited about being somewhere new. Jack's really excited to go and explore somewhere new as well.
Jane was waiting for us to catch lines along with Wayne, who is one of our subscribers, so that was lovely. And the other lovely thing was that waiting for us here was a very important package, our new custom-made stainless steel diesel tank. Look at this. Now, apart from having a couple of little bent bits which I can easily bend back, obviously that's, I reckon somebody's dropped that in transit.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
But that's why you have a stainless tank. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Dave. This is absolutely fantastic. So this is Portland Marina.
Yeah. One of our winter projects that we need to do is the cockpit enclosure. We're yet to decide on where we're going to spend winter, but we know that this is something that we need to do really urgently. So we're having a wander around, nosing at the marina and having a look at cockpit enclosures basically.
And some awesome boats that are here. There's some absolutely incredible stuff. We'll take you and show you some of the interesting boats on our book.
Yes. Gorgeous.
Absolutely stunning, but an awful lot of work.
A lot of sanding and varnishing needed.
Yeah, a lot of sanding and varnishing to own a boat like this.
Yeah.
It's hard enough looking after our teak decks, but to have a boat that's got a wooden hull like that and a varnished wooden hull, that's a lot of maintenance.
But provides you with a beautiful boat.
Yeah.
How cute is that?
Yeah. Very cute.
Size this bowsprit.
Yeah.
wouldn't want that on your length overall, would you?
No. But that's the whole point, you can get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. Look at this. Have your cold dip or an ice bath.
Yeah, ice bath and sauna.
Wow.
That's incredible. Oh, literally just here. Yeah. So you just take a dip in here off the ladder and then jump in the ice bath to get the salt water off you, cold freshwater bath, and then go straight in the sauna.
Well, that's the nice thing of it being like in a bay, is that you know that the water is fresh.
Right, this thing on the end of here looks like literally like something out of James Bond. Look, this is absolutely mental. Is it called Moonraker or Moon Shadow? Moon Slim? Look at this.
Well, I've heard it's for sale.
Apparently it's for sale, so you can buy it if you want. We'll see if we can get a tour of it for Melissa's channel. I mean, that is insane. This has got to be the biggest.
Our next boat.
Yeah, this is our next boat.
I think it's up for 2 million,
2.8 million this is.
something like that. Now, the thing that I'm always most excited about when I arrive in a marina, although we have just come from another marina, is the showers. And I've heard good things about the showers at Portland, so I can't wait to go and try them. So that's where I'm headed now. Oh my goodness. It's like a nice gym showers. Look, there's hair dryers. Well, I'm looking forward to spending some time here. I can come up here and have some peace and quiet away from the kids and sit and dry my hair. Well, that was incredible. Best shower, yeah, I think. On a bit of a side note, How cool is my new dry bag? I got it from a shop called Shore to Sea. I'll put the link in the description, because if you do buy one, if you like them too, because I think it's really cool, jazzes up the boring dry bag, some of the money goes to the RNLI, so it's a really great cause. But yeah, Shore to Sea, and I love it. I've got another one as well. I've got one with little yellow one with lobsters on it, and it's really cute. Now, I have rated my marina stays based on the shower facilities, and some have been really good, some have been not so good. However, I think we have a strong winner, and Portland has won the shower award of the season so far. With Penarth and Deganway coming a joint second, because they did have a bath, which made life a lot easier with Ollie. However, Portland's showers temperatures are adjustable, which just is a game changer, because it means that I can take Ollie in the shower, which seems like a strange thing to be concerned about, adjusting the temperature. But we even find that the showers are like too hot or too cold, normally too hot for Ollie. So the fact that we can adjust the temperature in the showers here in Portland is ace, and it makes them the winner. Well done, Portland. Hey. Which is really good, because we're actually considering wintering here, and having these facilities will just make winter so much easier.
Thanks so much for watching. Coming up next time, we get lifted out for some under the waterline investigations. We begin installation of the new diesel tank, and Boatfolk's boat care team install a special gift for Ocean Melody's engine.